India. A country which symbolizes peace and harmony even though it homes to different caste and religion, because people of India believes in unity and diversity. India got its independence in 15th of August 1947.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
But before leaving, British pushed India into a deadly civil war, which divided India into two countries, which lead to the formation of Pakistan. Even though India got its independence, they faced severe challenges of hunger, malnutrition and illiteracy, and has one important goal to build the biggest democracy in the world and regain its previous glory of Golden Bird. Almost 70 years after independence, India not only became the biggest democracy in the world but also emerged as the superpower. Today in this video we will discuss the reasons why India is already a superpower. Before that, please subscribe to our channel and press on the bell icon and never miss another update. Global investments. According to latest census, the population of India is around 135,43,75,313 plus, which is equivalent to 17.74% of the total world population, because of which India became the top destination for foreign direct investment. Many big companies are investing in India, which turn India the fastest growing major economy in the world. Recently it became world's sixth largest economy with $2.848 trillion by nominal GDP and the third largest with $10.385 trillion by purchasing power parity.
Years ago, if somebody would have stood up on this stage and talked to you about a digital India, a make in India, a skills India, a startup India, smart cities, smart states, you would have looked at them and said, what are you talking about? And yet today, it almost rolls off the tongue of each of our speakers. That's what leadership is about.
Wonderful. It's very vibrant.
Lots of business, lots of discussions, and lots to follow up on.
There's a lot of opportunity, and I think a lot of international companies are willing to do that.
I welcome you all and invite you to be part of India of today and India of tomorrow.
According to Global Firepower, GFP, list of 2017, India's military is placed fourth on a global index that has ranked 133 countries on the basis of their global military prowess, trailing behind only the US, Russia and China in that order. The rankings for the index are reached after judging the countries on 50 parameters, including military resources, natural resources, industry and geographical features and available manpower. According to GFP's assessment, India leads China in terms of total armed personnel with India's 4,207,250 personnel against China's 3,712,500. China, however, leads in terms of active personnel with 2,260,000 troops compared to India's 1,362,500. India's reserve components were assessed to be 2,844,750 while China trailed with 1,452,500. India is also a nuclear power state. India was the first country in the world to detect water on the surface of the moon.
Conference by NASA, scientists confirmed the find and thanked India for making the discovery possible. Though it made a premature end, India's maiden moon mission, the Chandrayaan-1, is now the toast of NASA and the world. In a landmark discovery, NASA's Moon Mineralogy Mapper, or M-Cube, on board India's Chandrayaan, discovered water molecules in the polar regions of the moon. NASA made the announcement basis on data retrieved from instruments on 3 separate spacecrafts, including Chandrayaan on the moon. And the Indian Space Research Organization's contribution to this important discovery was duly acknowledged by NASA.
In 2014, India had successful mission to Mars on its first attempt. India's Mars mission Mangalyaan cost 10 times less than the same mission undertaken by the US previously. India was the first Asian country to do so.
Of a similar NASA project, scientists have described the mission as flawless. The satellite has launched India into a small club of elite space travellers.
In 2017, India created world record by launching 104 satellites in one go. Most by any space agency ever.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of normal, 7, 8, 9, less than seconds.
A perfect liftoff, as usual for PSLV, and you can see in all glory.
25 seconds. Plus 40 seconds.
Kilogram main satellite for Earth observation and 103 smaller nano satellites, which weigh a combined 660 kilograms. Nearly all the nano satellites are from other countries, including Israel, Kazakhstan, the Netherlands, Switzerland, and the United Arab Emirates. 96 are from the United States. The business of putting commercial satellites into space for profit is growing. India is competing with other international players for a greater share of that launch market and is known for its low-cost space program.
India also launched its own GPS system called Navig.
The involvement of India. As we all know that the first navigation satellite is always regarded as of great significance for the system. And we think that firstly, India has made a real pace in independently establishing its own regional navigation satellite system. And secondly, India has made a great contribution to users, not only in India, but also surrounding countries.
India has one of the fastest growing service sectors in the world with an annual growth rate above 9% since 2001, which contributed to 57% of GDP in 2012-13. India has become a major exporter of IT services, business process outsourcing, BPO, services, and software services with $154 billion revenue in financial year 2017. This is the fastest growing part of the economy. The IT industry continues to be the largest private sector employer in India. India is the third largest startup hub in the world with over 3,100 technology startups in 2014-15. The agricultural sector is the largest employer in India's economy but contributes to a declining share of its GDP, which is 17% in 2013-14. India ranks second worldwide in farm output. The manufacturing industry sector has held a steady share of its economic contribution, 26% of GDP in 2013-14. The Indian automobile industry is one of the largest in the world with an annual production of 21.48 million vehicles, mostly 2- and 3-wheelers, in 2013-14. India had $600 billion worth of retail market in 2015 and one of world's fastest growing e-commerce markets. Medical tourism is a growing sector in India. In October 2015, India's medical tourism sector was estimated to be worth $3 billion. It is projected to grow to $7 to $8 billion by 2020. According to the Confederation of Indian Industries, CII, the primary reason that attracts medical value travel to India is cost-effectiveness, and treatment from accredited facilities at par with developed countries at much lower cost. The Medical Tourism Market Report, 2015 found that India was one of the lowest cost and highest quality of all medical tourism destinations. It offers wide variety of procedures at about 1/10 the cost of similar procedures in the United States. India ranks third in the world when it comes to medical tourism. India is the largest producer of films in the world and second oldest film industry in the world, which originated around about 105 years ago. In 2009, India produced a total of 2,961 films on celluloid. This figure includes 1,288 feature films. Indian film industry is multilingual and the largest in the world in terms of ticket sales, but third largest in terms of revenue, mainly due to having amongst the lowest ticket prices in the world. The largest film studio complex in the world is Ramoji Film City, located at Hyderabad, India, which opened in 1996 and measures 1,666 acres. Comprising 47 sound stages, it has permanent sets ranging from railway stations to temples. The highest grossing movie of India is Dangal, which is also the fifth highest grossing non-English movie in the world. Global CEOs. Many global CEOs in the world are either Indian or from Indian origin. Sundar Pichai is the CEO of Google. Satya Nadella is the CEO of Microsoft. Rajiv Zuri is the CEO of Nokia. Shantanu Narayan is the CEO of Adobe. Indra Nooyi is the CEO of PepsiCo. Ajaypal Singh Banga is the CEO of MasterCard. And there is a long list to go. This is the potential of fastest growing economy in the world, and it's just the beginning. The foreign media always describes India as having the maximum number of rapes, but this is not true. A comparative report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime reveals that India actually has among the lowest rates of rape in the world. As the chart below shows, in 2010, countries like the US, Sweden and Botswana all have higher rates of rape. These figures are based on each country's official records of rape. India is also been criticized for having more mobile phones than toilet, which was true until 2014. But more than 3 crore toilets were built so far under Swachh India campaign by Indian government, and the government aims to make India open defecation free and achieve 100% sanitation coverage by October 2019. So, now it's time to educate yourself about India and recognize the economic giant. Because just few more years and India will reclaim its title of Golden Bird.